check it out. Yesterday we rounded to the nearest 100. Today we're going to practice rounding to the nearest 10. What are we going to practice?
10.
What about tens?
Rounding to the nearest 10.
Rounding to the nearest 10. So like if I give you the number 43, we would be thinking, would 43 be closer to 40 or 50? Do I have a mathematician that could explain this for me? Rylan,
40.
why is it closer to 40?
Because it's smaller than 50. It's not even close to 50.
Right, and what number are you looking at to see if it's going to round up or down?
43.
43. So if we find the place, what number is in my tens place?
4.
The 4. And you look next door. What does that 3 tell you to do?
Go stay there.
It stays the same. What has to be here for us to stay the same?
0.
When we look at the next place value, well, it's not a 0 this time and it stays the same. Which number is in the place next door is going to tell us we're just going to let it rest. We're going to leave it the same. Riley? Actually, if it's a 5, we would raise it up. 5 or more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we go to here. But if it's 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, good, 4 or less, 4, 3, 2 or 1, then we're going to round down. We're going to practice this with several numbers this morning. Are you ready? Yeah. I'm going to be going around. So Rylan already did one. Miss Ellie, you're up next. You ready?
No, I want to do it again.
Okay, my number is 63. Ellie, are we going to round down to 60 or up to 70?
60 because it's smaller than 70 and there's 3 more than 60.
So 60 because the 3 tells us to
Let it rest.
And you're right. There's only 3 more than 60, but it's 7 away from 70, right? Hendricks? 78. Are we going to round down to 70 or up to 80?
80.
We're going to round up to 80. Why?
Because the 8 tells us
To round up, right? Because 5 or more, we raise 4. How about if my number, Miss Macy, is 57? Will I round down to 50 or go up to 60? How do you know, girlie? Very good. The 7 says we're going to round up. Bingo. I'm not getting very good with this eraser. Next one, Skylar. 42. Will I round down to 40 or up to 50? Why? Because 2 is less than 5. Good, so it's going to round down. Real. How about 34? Why would we go to 30 instead of 40? 4 or less, you let it rest. River, what's your favorite number?
27.
27. Would 27 round to 20 or 30?
30.
Why?
Because of the 7. 5 is higher than 4.
Say that again.
Because 5 is higher than 4, and we will add. And go on. So that would be,
Where'd you get your 5 from?
it's above 5.
Oh, so it's a bigger than 5, so we're going around up. All right, Jade. This one is going to be 25. Would we round up or down? Up, because 5 or more, we So if it's a 5, we're always going to round up. Very good. All right, Savannah. This next one is 89. We'll round down to 80.
You got close to my favorite numbers because my favorite numbers are 8 and 2.
Oh, nice.
We will go up to 90
How do you know?
because it's more than
Very good. What about 82, Braylon?
We'd round down to 80
We'd round down to 80. Why?
because 2 is less than 4.
Very good. Emerson?
99.
What about 92? Would I round down to 90 or up to 100?
Down to 90.
How do you know?
Because 2 is lower than 4. It's
Okay.
5.
How come we only round to the nearest 10 if we have 2-digit numbers?
No. You can, like, we can do it higher.
You can do it higher. We're going to practice them. We're going to show you this first one here, okay?
I think it's
If I have the number 162, which number is in my tens place? Landon.
Um, 6.
The 6 is in my tens place. So this is the number that I'm thinking about changing, right? Which means that my 1's going to stay the same because it's on the left. And I'm deciding, am I keeping my 6? Am I going to let it rest? Or am I going up? So is it going to be 160 or 170? What do you think? How do you know, Landon?
Because the 2, like,
Yes, yeah.
is, like, close to 60. Just take away 2 more than 60.
Very good, because it's closer to 60. Very good. All right, Riley. Your number is going to be 309. What number's in your tens place? 0. So you're either going to say, is this going to stay at 300? Or is it going to become 310? How do you know?
Because, if it's 5 and more, right?
Bingo, that one would be 310. Maddie, you ready for one? Yours is going to be 118. What number's in your tens place? When you look next door, is this going to stay 110 or round up to 120? How do you know? When you look next door, what does that 8 tell you to do? Good, because it's more than 5, right? Anytime that this is more than 5, you're going to round up. It is 120.
About.
Okay. Eli. 503. What number's in your tens place, sir? 0. Is it going to stay at 500 or round up to 510? It's going to stay there. Why? Because it's less than 5. Good, the 3 is. Hadley. 741. What's in your tens place, Chica? The 4. And when you look next door, is it going to stay at 740 or become 750? What tells you to go up? So is it 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 or less? Or is it 5 or bigger? 4 or less. So are we going to round up or just let it rest down? Let it rest. Remember, 4 or less, you let it rest. So this one would end up being... So what would it round to? 7? 740 or 750? 740, good. Keegs, you ready? I'm going to be tougher on you. 1,287. What's in your tens place? Good. And what's it gonna round to, Keegan? 1,290. Gunner? Challenge or simple? Challenge. 2,333.
2,300.
Very good. 2,330. Olivia, challenge or simple? Challenge. All right.
7 million.
Oh, actually, I've got a tough one for you. Really tough one.
You should have did that one for me.
199.
Simple. Simple.
Oh, no. Say that again. But what's in your tens place? A 9. So, Gunner, Dingle, you're not Olivia. So if there's a 9 in your tens place, what do you do if you need to round up? What would 10 tens be equal to? You were right. 10 tens gives you 100, right? So if we have to make another 10, then we have to bump into our 100. So instead of 100, it would be 200. That's a hard one. If you ever have 9 in your tens place, if you need to round up, 10 tens would give you,
100. 200.
it's 100,
Can I do another challenge?
right?
Can I do one?
Addison, challenge or regular? Regular? Alrighty. 197. Oh, actually, 187. What's in your tens place? So it would be, yep, 190. Very nice. I think you guys are going to get some points for this. And Dex, regular or challenge? Oh, I think you're up for a challenge. Here you go. You get
That's my way to see it.
197.
My name's I think I'll go up 200.
It would go up to 200. Very
now
good. And
we-
Kevin, you were gone for this yesterday, weren't you? No? Were you back from math?
Yeah, he was.
So, I'm going to give you 246. So what number's in your tens place?
C5.
Right now, what number's in your tens place?
I got
4.
it. I got it. I know.
And when you look at the 6, it tells it to become a. So when we look next door, we say, hey, is this 5 or more? Or is it less than 5? It's more than 5, which tells us we need to raise this up. We'll round up, so instead of 240, it's going to be 250. Bingo. That was the whole class. I can give you guys 3 points because you were on the ball ready to answer your questions.
You should give us.
You showed me that you understood rounding from yesterday, and for the most part, you were respectful while your friends were answering. So 3 points. What do you say?
You should give us 22 points.
All my ladies, I am going to give each of you a problem to practice also. So that'll be on your slides, okay? Our next activity is going to be estimating the answer. So you may pull out your markers. You're going to need it for this. And I'm looking here at number 18. It reads, the chart at the right shows how many smoothies the Juice Hut sold yesterday. By rounding each number to the nearest 10, estimate how many smoothies the Juice Hut sold in all. Yesterday, a lot of my mathematicians were adding all these numbers up. Do we need to do that when they ask us to round or find an estimate?
No.
No, they're letting you take the easy route. So it tells us round to the nearest 10, which your directions told you to do yesterday also. So I need some help from third graders. They sold 13 raspberry peach smoothies. Who can tell me what that would round to the nearest 10? Riley. 10. They sold 38 strawberry banana smoothies. What would that round to, Braylon? 40. They sold 44 guava mango smoothies. What would that round to, Hadley? No, it's 4 or less. So it's going to round down to 40 again. And there are 61. There are 61 peach blueberry smoothies. What would that round to, Maddie? 60. So I need you at your desk to add up these totals. I'll be looking for a mathematician with GTA to show me or tell me what you got for your estimate. How many smoothies did they sell yesterday? Or about how many smoothies did they sell yesterday? Oh, I got some that already have it. Sweet. You're welcome. Remember that when you're finding these estimate answers, you can't just put the number, right? You need to put your wavy equal sign, the down, up, down, or you need to write the word about. Hold it the right way.
This one doesn't work either.
Hadley, it's a brand new marker. You must have tossed the wrong one.
No. It still works.
It's good. Alrighty, Skylar, what'd you get? About, or down of downs, 150 smoothies.
That's what I got.
So, any mathematicians have questions about that? But you got something else and you don't see why. Riley? Okay, let's check our math really quick. What's 60 plus 40? 100. What's 40 plus 10? So 100 plus 50 is? Oh. You should still get 15 then if you do that. 90 plus 60 more. 90 plus 60
I
is?
did not do that. I did not do that.
Brielle, did you have a question on it? Say that again. We weren't adding these though, because they asked us to round. They asked us to round to the nearest 10 and estimate. It's important that you guys read those directions because if you added the exact totals, you would not get 150 necessarily. They're asking us to estimate. That's the skill that we are practicing right now. Capiche?
Mr. Schultz,
Yes, ma'am.
I did not do 10. I didn't do 10 times 40 equals 50.
Oh, I see how.
I did skip the zeros
Yeah.
and just do that.
I like it.
that.
All right, third grade. Erase. The next problem says Ms. Singh has 52 rock CDs, 75 jazz CDs, 36 classical CDs, and 23 hip-hop CDs. Round each number to the nearest 10 to find about how many CDs she has. The magic word in the problem was, and they also told us we're not rounding to the nearest 100, we're rounding to the nearest. Okay, if she's got 52 rock CDs, about how many would that be? Rylan?
52?
52 would round to
50.
50, so she's got 50 rock CDs. How many hip hop CDs, Riley? Riley, sorry. So that would round to 20. Oh, and that's it, huh? Easy peasy. 20 and 50. Who's got that one for me?
There's also 75.
Oh, I apologize. I missed the 75 jazz CDs.
And 23.
You guys, my reading was off. 50 rock CDs we did. And we did her hip hop CDs. If she had 75 jazz CDs, what would that add up to? Good catch, sir. Great, Braylon. 80, about 80 jazz CDs. And about how many classical CDs does she have, Gunner? If she had 36, what would that be about?
I think 40.
40. Now we got a little bit tougher adding to do, but I'm looking for GTA to find that total. About how many CDs does she have? Do you have the answer for me? You better start writing it out, huh?
190.
Oh, I don't find it.
90.
If you've got it, you can raise your hand, but I'm not going to call people yet. I got to give a little more wait time here. I can tell you how I would group these numbers to add, though, for sure.
Stack them?
That's what I did it.
Right?
8 plus 2 is 10. 5 plus 4 is 9. 10 plus 9 is
0.
19. So I'm looking for someone who can tell me my final answer with the magic word in the front. Macy? About, you can either write the word or you can do your down, up, down. About 190
See, it's exactly.
CDs. Very good.
Is it exactly?
Well, let's see.
No.
52, 75,
It is.
36, and 23. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. Nope, it's not going to be exact. 5, 10, 18. It's pretty close, though. 186 in comparison. Pretty darn close. That means that it's a very good estimate. The next one is your challenge problem all on your own. So erase. I will tell you the problem, but I'm not going to go through and show the estimates with you. You're going to have to do that part all on your own at your desk. To remember to read the directions and estimate or round to find your estimate. Excuse me. Double whammy. Here we go. Roz rented a video that is 123 minutes long. She watched 48 minutes of it. Round each number to the nearest 10 to estimate how many more minutes she has to watch. My hint to you before you start on this is we've got a total length, and she already watched some of it, and you gotta figure out how much is left. So think about, we might not be adding on this one, but this is yours to solve. Online ladies, you can pause the screen and solve this. Also, it will be on your slides. So
Wait, do
good
we
luck.
have to round it?
Round each number to the nearest 10, it says. Let's check if she rented a video that's 123 minutes long. What would that round to the nearest 10, Gunner?
70.
What would 123 round to the nearest 10?
160.
What would 123 round to the nearest 10? Okay, 120. She watched 48 minutes of it. What would 48 round to, Rylan?
50.
50. Hendrix. This was how long her movie is, and she's watched this much. If we're trying to figure out how many more minutes she has to watch, what do I need to do with my 120 and my 50?
Ooh.
What would your equation be? 120 minus 50, which equals
75? No.
0 minus 0 is
About.
12 minus 5, 70. So about about what?
About 70
About 70 what?
minutes.
About 70 minutes.
Yeah, you said it was 75. Well, then I want 70 because you said that.
Alrighty, third grade, we are moving on to activity numero dos. My directions say use rounding to decide if an answer is reasonable. Write yes or no, aka yes, it's reasonable, or no, it's not reasonable. And then it says, then find the answer to see if you were correct. You can do some of this as brain work. What can you do?
Rainbow.
This is what I mean by that. Let me show you on number 24. If they say 93 minus 29 equals 64, in my brain, because I'm estimating and I can do that math in my brain, I can say 90 minus 30 equals about 60. Is that true? So would I say reasonable or not reasonable?
That's correct. That's exactly reasonable.
I would say yes, it is reasonable. But then, yesterday I let you guys just round. Today you have to actually find the answer. You've got to practice stacking these and solving 93 minus 29 to see if they were actually correct. Now, this is the skill I think we might need to review for some of us. So, macaroni cheese. Addison, I need you to focus up here. Sit up, third graders. If I have 3 on top, can I take 9 away? No. So if there's more on the floor, you go next door and get some more. That means instead of 9 tens, now I'm going to have 8 tens. And if I take that 10 and add it to my 3, I'll have 13. What mathematician can tell me 13 minus 9? Skylar. 13 minus 9. 4. 8 minus 2, Riley. Yep.
What?
So were they correct?
Can I go to the math?
Were they correct? Yes, we actually put that. So yes, you thought it was reasonable, and the correct answer is 64. We're going to do 2 more together, and then 3 on your own. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
You have to wait till Riley gets back, okay? 113 plus 57 equals 140. In your brains, what would this add to? 110 plus
50.
ooh,
60.
plus 60. 110 plus 60. What would that be, third grade? 110 plus 60. Ellie.
170.
What would
170.
Ellie, what would 110 plus 60 be? $170. So does this sound reasonable to us? I'm going to say no, but we have to check their work. So stack on your desk. 113 plus 57 and see what you get. Online ladies, please do this on your marker boards to see what the actual answer would be. And if you got it, Dax, hold your marker like a third grader. If you've got it solved, you can show me by using your GTA that you are ready to share your answer. $113 plus 57. Alrighty, Braylon, what did you get? 170. 7 plus 3 is 10. 5 plus 6, 7, 7, and 1. The correct answer is 170.
I got 100 and
So check the work. 7 plus 3 is 10. Put your 0. Carry your 1, where I put mine down below. 5, 6, 7. So 7 would be our tens. And only 100. Are you ready for one more altogether? And then you're going to have 3 challenges. Next problem. 83 plus 19 equals 102. Well, let's first check. 83 would round to 80. 19 would round to? What mathematician can tell me what 80 plus 20 would be? Brielle? 100. Is 102 pretty close to 100?
Yeah.
So do we think it's reasonable?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Now you need to stack them up and find the actual answer. 83 plus 19. You got it already? Hold up. Give it a little more time. But you always have to check. Sometimes they'll have it off just by just a couple.
Oh.
Yeah, just to be sneaky. So we've got to check it every time. Africa. Alrighty, Olivia, what'd you get? Let's see. 9 plus 3 is 12. 8, 9, 10. It is. It is 102. Are you guys ready for your ticket challenge to your quiz? Here we go. I'm only going to make you do 2 problems. Thank you, Mrs. Schultz. You need to solve these 2 problems. Tell me if they're reasonable or not. And then tell me the actual answers. And when you get those, I will give you your quiz. Ladies, same to you, online ladies. Solve these. And I will have a check sheet for you to see if you got them correct and see if you're ready for your quiz. Good luck.